Welcome to GS Core. My name is Krunal Thakur, and this is One Day, One Answer, a daily answer initiative. Indian society. Topic is Indian society. It is from GS Paper 1. And in that, we have a topic which is Intercaste and Interreligious Marriage Comparative Analysis. The topic that we are going to look at, the question that we are going to look at today is from the previous year question, which is from 2024. It was the question from UPSC, and it is about this intercaste and interreligious marriage only. Let's look at the question. The question is here. Question says that intercaste marriage between castes which have socio-economic parity have increased to some extent, but this is less true of interreligious marriage. Discuss 2024, 250 words, 250 words. So it is of 20 marks. So this is the question which is there. The topic is interreligious and intercaste marriage, and it is asking about like intercaste marriages. In some cases, intercaste marriages are increasing for those who are having socio and economic parity, equality, but still, in our society, interreligious marriage are less, and that we have to discuss. This is the question. Now, this question is directly from Indian society. It is a traditional concept, and yes, we can use some case laws in this question. We can use some content from current affairs also, and we can enrich the answer. So let's look at how we can approach the answer and the concept behind this question. So concept is marriage. Marriage. So let's discuss some concept. Then we will look at the approach to answer the question, and then we will look at some of the aspect of answers, the topic, the theme, and then we will conclude. So the first thing that we need to discuss is what is marriage. If it is intercaste, if it is intracaste, or intra-religion or interreligion. So what is marriage? So marriage is considered to be very obvious ceremony. It is a phenomena. It is a transformation. It is an event which make the life in transformation way. So what is marriage? It is a union. Basically, it is a union between two individuals and they become one spiritually. So in every religion, in almost all the religion, we have this function as this ceremony as marriage. So marriage is basically union of two into one in a spiritual sense, in a ceremonic sense, in a society sense. Now in that also, what is intercaste marriage and what is intra-religious marriage? So if you look at marriage, the concept of marriage, if we talk about intercaste marriage, it is a marriage between individuals of different castes within the same religion. So in same religion, people from different castes, they are coming together, they are marrying and having married life. It is called as intercaste marriage. However, interreligious marriage is marriage between the individual belonging to different religion. Like a person coming from Hindu society, Hindu religion, marrying to the person from Muslim community, Muslim religion, then we can say that it is interreligious marriage that we know, right? This is the basic thing. Now, this is the concept. Now, if you look at some data, so prevalence of intercaste marriage. So if you talk about national average, so as per 2011 census, approximately 5.8% of the marriage in India were intercaste union. So in 100%, 5.8% marriage in India are intercaste union. It is intercaste marriages, very low percentage. And the prevalence of intercaste marriage vary across region. It is higher in some places, lower in some places. If you talk about urban area and rural area, you can say that in urban area the it is high rate of intercaste marriage, but in rural area the rate are low. So it is in higher rate observed in urban area compared to the rural settings. Now, if we talk about this interreligious marriage, so interreligious marriage are less common. It constitute about only 2.1% of all marriage in India. It was about 5% intercaste marriage, but interreligious marriage is only 2.1% of all marriage in India. If you look at the community perspective, then in Hindu community, like 64% of Hindu respondents. So one, like many research has been conducted, and in one of the research, local research, it has been observed that 64% of the respondents who are from Hindu community, they oppose interreligious marriage involving women from their community. So they are not having that positive perspective about the interreligious marriage, majority of the people. So this is the status. Now, what is the constitution or what is the law which is saying about this phenomena? So first of all, as per constitutional provision, so Article 51. So what do you think? Our law, our legal system, our constitution system, are they favoring intercaste marriage, interreligious marriage or not? So answer is yes, they are favoring. From where we can say? So from this constitutional angle we can say, so as per Article 15, as per Article 15 subsection 1, it prohibits discrimination on the ground of caste, that is ensuring equal treatment of all citizens. So if we talk about intercaste marriage, it is supported by Article 15. It is saying prohibition of discrimination on the basis of caste. So here it also include marriage also, one of the interpretation. Now Article 17, it says abolition of untouchability, promotion of social equity, and both these article favor. If we look at the interpretation, if you look at the meaning, then we can say that both these articles support intercaste marriage. Next is special incentive by government. So some of the incentives are there, and the most famous incentive is this. It is Dr. Ambedkar scheme for social integration through intercaste marriage. So this scheme is there, and it says that it is saying that it is giving incentive to those people who are having intercaste marriage. How? It is launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and it gives provision that it provides financial assistance of rupees 2.5 lakh for the marriage between scheduled caste and non-scheduled caste. If scheduled caste and non-scheduled caste are having marriage, then the couple is getting this much amount, rupees 2.5 lakh rupees, for this marriage, because of this marriage. Now, what is other articles? So there are interreligious marriage, and for the interreligious marriage also there is protection, there is a rights. So protection of right. So Hindu. So if you look at Hindu Marriage Act 1955, what it says. So first of all, Hindu Marriage Act 1955, it also promote what, intercaste marriage. How? It says it permit intercaste marriage among Hindu under its provision. It provided the spouses are Hindu as defined under the act. So if spouses are Hindus and they are having different castes, then it is provided protection, and they are facilitated. The marriage is, they are they are given the right to have a marriage as per Hindu Marriage Act 1955. It is not abolishing, it is not preventing, it is actually promoting. Now, what is justice? So one of the case, the Lata Singh versus State of Uttar Pradesh 2006, what it says. So here Supreme Court ruled that intercaste marriage are legal and upheld the couple's right to live without interferences. So if you are having intercaste marriage, then there is a protection given by Supreme Court also based on the laws, and one of the prominent cases Lata Singh versus State of Uttar Pradesh 2006. We also have Special Marriage Act 1954. It says it enable, the purpose of this act is it enable individual of different religion or caste to marry without converting to each other faith. So if you are Hindu and if you are having a marriage, then after marriage also you remain as a Hindu, either husband or wife, anybody. It is your choice of your religion. So this act is providing that it requires a notice of intended marriage and 30-day waiting period for any objection. So 30 days are the waiting period, and if no objection or objection is handled, then they are having a right. It provides for a civil marriage and protection of inheritance rights also. So you are getting all your civil rights intact, and also getting the inheritance right, means right in the property after the marriage. We also have this article, which is Article 25. It is about protection of religion. So freedom of conscience, profess, practice and propagation of any religion. After marriage, you are getting this right also. So interreligious marriage are also protected and intercaste marriage is also protected. So if you look at one of the case, which is Safin Jahan versus Ashokan KM 2018 case, here Supreme Court upheld the right of adult individual to choose their partner, emphasizing personal liberty under Article 21. So this right, interreligious marriage, this right is also protected under Article 21, which is about right to life, right to life and freedom, freedom of freedom, except laws, procedure established by law. So it is covered under Article 21, right to life. Now, other is like police, so protection against harassment. So in these cases, if there is a problem, if there is a tension in the society, then they are getting protection for their interfaith marriage, interfaith couple. Court often direct the law enforcement to ensure that their safety of interfaith couple facing societal or family threat, they are getting safety in this also. Now what is the purpose that these laws are fulfilling? So purpose are something like societal resistance, so legal safeguard to protect the couple from societal backlash like honor killing or any other problem they are getting from the society. The law is protecting them. There are also administrative support given to them, and financial incentives are also given to them because of these laws. So these are some of the mechanism, laws, and some system that you can use in your answer. Now again, let's come back to the question. The question is intercaste marriage between the caste, intercaste marriage between castes which have socio-economic parity have increased to some extent, but this is less true of interreligious marriage. Discuss 250 words. So now the question says intercaste marriage is increasing. Intercaste marriage is increasing, but not inter-religious marriage, and you need to discuss. Now, how you are going to answer this question? So, first of all, you will write introduction and then the body part and then the conclusion. This part is like common, like in other questions also. So, in introduction, first of all, we will define what is intercaste marriage, what is interreligious marriage, and the significance in Indian society. And then you will discuss the factors. You will discuss the factors. Which are the factors which encourage intercaste marriage? So, in that, some of the factors like urbanization, education, socio-economic parity, they are the key drivers which increase, because of which intercaste marriages, interreligious marriages are increasing. And then you will discuss some barriers or challenges like cultural problems are there. You will highlight cultural differences, legal hurdles, communal pressures, these challenges that you will be highlighting in the question for both the purpose, for both like interreligious and intercaste both. So, and then finally, having conclusion. So in conclusion, you will emphasize what is needed, like need for education, legal reform, interfaith dialogue to promote the acceptance by the society, this phenomenon. Now let's look at the answer, like how you are going to write the answer. So in answer, first of all, you will define in answer, first of all, you will define intercaste, intercaste and interreligious marriages. What is intercaste marriage? Marriage between couples. In couples, so one couple is from different caste and other couple is different caste. Interreligious marriage, one person is from different religion, other person is from different religion. And then in the body, you will highlight, in the body of the answer, you will first of all intercaste marriage and then interreligious marriage. So here, reason for the rise of intercaste marriage. So here, reason from the rise of intercaste marriage. You will say, you will mention some of the points, like some of the points you can write here is urbanization and education, like couple from urban middle class family are more likely to transit into to cross the caste barrier and provide socio-economic status, provided that the socio-economic status is similar. If economic position is very good, if employment is very good, then they can go for a marriage. If different caste is there, no problem. Now, second is economic. So, why it is right? The number one is urbanization. Number three is economic consideration. Number three is government initiative, like government initiative. Because of the government initiative, like Dr. Ambedkar scheme for social integration, to get the benefit of this also, we are more likely to accept the intercaste marriage. And number four is social mobility, because one person is like coming from different region and living in different region. So because of the mobility also, we are getting more chance of intercaste marriage. So why it is rising? 2 3 points, 3 4 points, that is enough. And then you can go for limitations. Limitations, what are the challenges? So first challenge is persistent caste prejudice. Like in rural area, more often in rural area, they believe in caste rigidities like honor killing, societal backlash are some of the example. Uh, Another barrier is jati preference. Even within the same caste, subcaste endogamy often restrict broader intercaste union. So because of the caste rigidity, they are having a problem. Yes. And then inter-religious marriage. After mentioning these points, you can go for inter-religious marriage. So first of all, in that you cannot say like rise, because question is correct. You can directly start with challenges. Challenges of interreligious marriages. So what are the challenges? First is cultural differences, like a person coming from Hindu family having a different culture, and person is coming from Christian or other religion like Muslim religion. They are having a different culture. So because of the cultural background, they may face some value system problem from value system or problem from rituals. They are having different rituals, so they need time to adjust, or cultural differences can be the problem. Number two is community pressures. The second challenge here is community pressure. Religious group discourage interfaith union many times. Number three is legal and social hurdles, because like the legal, so Hindu marriage is governed by Hindu Marriage Act, and Muslim marriage is governed by Islamic laws. Christian marriage are governed by. So we are having some common law like Special Marriage Act, which can help, but sometimes the many provisions are ambiguous, not clear, and that can be the problem in that perspective. The fourth challenge is political and social climate. In India, many times something happen and communal tension take place, communal conflict take place. That can be the problem. And number fifth point can be the lack of social economic parity. So society economic parity is not there. So that is why intercaste marriage or interreligious marriage are getting problem. They are getting challenged. Now, you can give some case laws also, as we mentioned, and then you can suggest some of the measures. So, if you talk about intercaste marriage, interreligious marriage, what are the common challenges? You can mention some challenges, and then you can give your way forward, your suggestion, what can be done. So, in your suggestion, finally, you can give some way forward. Way forward your suggestion. So you can mention some of the measures that we can take in a society or government can take. Number one is education and awareness. By increasing education and awareness, the barrier can be removed and the parity can exist, and social intercaste marriage, inter-religious marriage can be promoted. Number two is legal and institutional support, like Special Marriage Act, some of the provision, it can help to promote this phenomena. Number three is community develop, like we can having a discussion, interfaith discussion, interreligious discussion can foster the mutual respect. Number four is media and role models. So our role model, they are having ethical behavior, good behavior. They are showing some gestures, positive portrayal of interfaith and intercaste union. in media can also challenge this stereotype or challenge the challenges. And economic empowerment, if we empower the vulnerable section, if we empower all the segment of the society, especially the vulnerable section, and for that purpose, like some initiatives and programs are there which can definitely help to increase the phenomena of intercaste and interreligious marriages, and we can bring equity in the society. So this concept, interreligious marriage, intercaste marriage, can be the tools for the government or for the society to bring social equity and social equality in our Indian society. So this is how you can conclude the answer and you can complete the answer. So thank you so much.